The New Haven Climate Movement is an intergenerational grassroots organization of New Haven area residents pushing for strong action on climate change. We fight for government policies and investments that will restore a safe and just future for all. Today, our youth action team will share a few words on the impacts of climate debt and the importance of climate solutions for the future.
What is climate debt? Climate debt is the recognition that some people, communities, and even nations have contributed disproportionate amounts of greenhouse gas emissions, the driving force of climate change. According to climate activist Liddy McPhail, quote, "Climate debt is the conviction that people have equal rights to the earth and space of life. Since some people have exceeded their share of contributions to carbon emissions, they are in debt. They are in debt to the rest of the world and to their communities because they have occupied more than what they are entitled to," end quote. The New Haven Climate Movement agrees, and climate debt embodies more locally and impacting our youth and future. There's a very real economic and social cost, and New Haven must take responsibility for its annual $120 million in climate debt on 1.2 million tons of carbon emissions.
Climate debt means a stolen healthy future from our youth. The looming disastrous future will be present for our adult lives. It is us as young people who will have to deal with the sweltering heat, extreme weather, and other climate impacts as we attend secondary education, enter the workforce, or simply attempt to go on with our daily lives. In a coastal city such as New Haven, areas prone to flooding will be permanently underwater if the city does not invest in the necessary infrastructure and reduce greenhouse gas emissions at emergency speed. In July, Tropical Storm Elsa wreaked havoc on parts of New Haven, and currently, Hurricane Henry is forcing residents to evacuate. Imagine the more frequent storms and worse outcomes that lie ahead. The future is upon us, and climate tipping points threaten to create climate chaos. We need to take precautions now in the present and pay attention to what we're doing to our planet. Where will people go, and what do we call home? Hopefully not a city underwater with fish and other marine life to call our neighbors.
We as youth have been given this heavy and unjust burden to speak on behalf of our future. Why must we beg for a healthy and livable planet? Everyone is entitled to breathe fresh air, to live comfortably in predictable climate, and to be ensured a place to call home. The city has no balanced budget intended for climate mitigation and has not addressed its massive climate debt. But the mayor said we have a once-in-a-generational opportunity with the incoming federal funds, so it would be very distressing if the city does not invest a significant fraction towards climate projects focused on equitable solutions.
New Haven is indebted to the youth and our future, and we're here to demand that debts be paid. New Haven is indebted to the youth and our future, and we will keep shouting until promises are fulfilled.